Hey AV, this is your manager Loy here with a video on formatting files between Mac and Windows. So today we're going to go over a couple things. We're going to talk about Word docs, and then we're going to talk about PowerPoints, and then just a few features in PowerPoint. So we'll jump right into it here. I've got an example Word doc over here on the left hand side, so we're going to go ahead and open this up. It's a lovely Word document. I made quite the example, I know. So you'll notice at the top here it's Word doc examples.docx. So the .docs at the end of it is for Windows-based computers. .doc, which if you look on Macintosh later, is the .doc. So to save them across, so you can use it on both, what we're going to do is we're going to click File. You're going to go to the Save As option. We'll save it to the desktop. But you'll notice here we've got file name and save as type. So this is where it really comes into play. You want to click this here and click Word 97 to 2003. So what this does is it does two things. It scales it down to Microsoft Word 2003, but it also saves it as a .doc, which can be read on both Windows and Mac. So if a client has a Word document that they want to show, or if someone is trying to open one and it's giving you this format error from Windows or from Mac, what you can do is you can save it as this type of document, and when you click save here, we'll save it to the desktop. We'll close it. See how it says compatibility mode now? Compatibility mode means it works both in Windows and Mac. So when we close this over here, you'll see that the icon has actually changed too. So a .doc has this older kind of square looking W, while your .docx has the new Windows-like logo looking word. So that's how that works. Really easy, really short. For PowerPoint now, we'll jump into that one. Same thing, it's got a .pptx, so we'll go ahead and open this here. I know, wonderful PowerPoint example by me. Nice little jokes in it. All jokes aside though, same process, file, save as. We'll save it to our desktop. You'll come down here to see how it's .pptx. When you click here, it will change it to a .ppt. So this is PowerPoint 97 to 2003. You'll notice that it actually went away here and did the same thing in the Windows one for Word. And when you save it, we might be able to see it on the desktop. Will we see it on the desktop? Ah, there we go. Cool. So you see how here it's got .ppt. Here it's .pptx. So you'll notice that there's this little white border around the edge up here, and this one has a white border all the way around. So what it is it's popped up in compatibility mode, and it'll work on both Mac and Windows. So if a client is complaining that they have a computer that only has PowerPoint on their Macintosh, MacBook Air or whatever, it won't work on Windows. You can save as to a .ppt 97 2003, put on a flash drive, transfer it over, or you could just use a display adapter. Either way, that's how you do that. A couple other quick things in PowerPoint though that are important. The number one question I actually get is, how do I loop my PowerPoint? You'll hear this primarily from the Student Affairs Council and from programs for their movie previews. So to do that, all you have to do is go over to Slideshow. You'll click the Setup slideshow, and then right under Show Options is a loop continuously until escaped. So when you click that, what that means is that the PowerPoint, once it hits slide 3, will go back to slide 1 and keep going, so you could hold the arrow on the right down indefinitely, basically, and it would continue to loop until you hit the escape button. So that's it. It's as simple as 2 buttons. You hit OK, and now it's there. The other one, which is interesting, is the slideshow design. And so what I mean by that is the actual slides themselves. So when you click design up here and you go over to slide size, there's actually 2 options: standard 4:3 and widescreen 16:9. So if you notice that with the adjustment of an aspect ratio, like we talked about earlier, from like let's say 1920 by 1080 to 1280 by 720, that the PowerPoint looks like stretched out, or in some cases it looks scrunched, you might want to consider changing the slide size. Now this is very important, and I'll show you. When you change the slide size, you are scaling the entire slide to a different size. So if there's a lot of words on this, if there's a picture, whatever it is, it'll look funny. This one is okay. We'll click ensure fit for this one. See how it kind of scrunches in? So this will work well. This is 4 by 3. This is most of our small rooms. Um, Going back to 16 by 9 though, this is for, ballroom, Denman, Ratama, all those bigger projectors are going to be more of your 16 by 9. That wraps it up for converting between Word and PowerPoint from Windows to Mac, and it works vice versa, both ways. And then also you've learned how to set up your slideshow to loop continuously and the design. So we'll close that out and we'll be done.